Hello friends, this is Helen with the Better Half blog. Today I'm going to be talking to you about my Hobonichi weeks and what I've been doing with it throughout the last month of February and also in March, and what I'm planning on doing with it. So let's go right into it. So in the month of February, a lot of things happened. So we had a few employees out, and they're my key employees who really do a lot of things for me and my job particularly. And and it was all good stuff. You know, they were out for a couple of weeks. One had a baby, congratulations, and the other one was in Korea on a vacation to see his girlfriend. So that was great, but that also meant that I had to take over a lot of things throughout the day. And as you know, I have very limited time. If you've seen my other videos, you know that I talk about me driving around with the kids, 4 kids, 5.5 hours throughout the day. And right now, especially with the pandemic, I'm a little bit less driving because the activities we've really trimmed down and almost like do nothing outside of school. But we're going back. We're starting to phase back into all those activities back again. And so we'll see how that goes. But with the limited amount of time that I was allowed to do my work and also help out with everything that's going on at the office, here's how I've been using Hobonichi Weeks, because my Hobonichi cousin, I used it as kind of like more of a supplement than using it as my main planner, which I'm used to doing, using Hobonichi Cousin as my main planner, and then using the weeks as my messy planning, where I brain dump and I think about things. I look at all the due dates and all the different things that are going on throughout the month, and then I really clean in a very clean manner. I deliver that same message over to my Hobonichi cousin. But here, this is what happened in the month of February. So as you know, let's just go back to the yearly. I'm not really using this right now. I keep asking myself what's most important to me so that I know what I want to track here or how I want to use this yearly view. So I'm still researching on that, but nothing came up to me just yet. And then here at the monthly, going back to my January is when I started to actually use it for my future log and just kind of like go back to my Notion future log and add all the due dates and, you know, schedule things in here into this calendar view. And so in the monthly, I have roughly just everything here that is important to me. So if this is kind of like, if I didn't get anything else done because, you know, I was working, you know, for the office a little bit more, then I just wanted to make sure I got some of these things done that are highlighted here. So the pink was more for like things that I had to do, errands or things I have to do outside the home. And then the blues were more like my due dates and things that I had to make sure and do on that particular day. And in March, so everyone came back. So all my employees are back, and things are back to normal, so somewhat. But since I loved using my Hobonichi weeks so much, I decided I'm going to continue kind of playing around with this way. And yes, I did go back to Hobonichi Cousin as kind of like my main planner in the majority of the month in March. But I decided going forward in the next following week, which is this week, I'm going to really try and use this Hobonichi Weeks as my main catch-all planner for that week, just to challenge myself and see if that works. And the reason being is because I want to simplify my planning a bit further. So as you know, I'm on this journey to really create more time to do the things that matter to me, but at the same time get things done, which means productivity, which means I need motivation. And so if planner is going to give me that kind of a motivation, whatever planner I choose or mix, you know, combinations of planners I use, I really look forward to having that as kind of like my main ultimate goal for this planning journey. So here we go. On the left, what I decided to do is I'm going to block off each week. So every week has something important that I want to get done. So if I didn't get anything else done, I want to get these 3 to 5 things done. And that really helps me to motivate and get, as every time I put a check mark here on some of the very high level things, it makes me really happy and really excited to move further. I feel like I'm going somewhere. So that's motivation, and that creates productivity for me. On the bottom here, I decided I was going to add in some of my YouTube content ideas here, and picked it out of my Notion, which has a long list of all these different contents that I want to create here on YouTube. But I kind of did not go through with this because it didn't really, because I kind of like to do things spontaneously. More than planning here on the YouTube channel, as I'm doing some type of a research to help me with my planning journey. I want to share that same result that I found, or that ongoing kind of feel with you, and not really something like I'm here to teach you something. That's not what my plan is here on the YouTube channel, but to just find like-minded people like me who are looking for motivation and productivity in the simplest forms, and keeping it very functional, rather than everything else, because I just probably later on in life I will have that time, but right now I don't. I just need functional methods that really works for me. So that's what I have. And so I went up to here, and then I'm working on these. And the reason why I'm not filling up the whole month is because I do have everything here listed here. I have this extra supplementary booklet that is really helping me kind of laser focus on the things that need to be laser focused on time throughout the month. So I just picked a couple of things again, and if I don't get anything else done, like I said, this is what I need to be completed by this week. And that's what I look forward to, and that's why it's here. And then everything like the schedules are here, due dates is obviously highlighted. Then I move forward to the weeklies. So let's go into, remember how I was using this? It was just a lot of brain dump all in one section here. And then throughout the week, I'm kind of scheduling in, I'm picking up items from here along with my biggest highlight win type of things here. So if you will, these highlights continue, but they're kind of outlined here on my monthly section on the left here. And that is how I am using it in the month of March. So February just went like something like this. It was just like literally get this done, get this done, get this done, and just check it off, and it was done. That's all the time I had left to do anything special. So again, it was like that on this week. This week was really, really tough for me, because by this week it became like the third week of me taking over kind of. And I felt like it was just really, really straining. And by this time, it was like my home personal projects and things that I had to get done around the house were just being held off because I just did not have the time to get to it in time. And so by that time, I was very overwhelmed. So emotionally drained, and really not feeling like, is this planner really working for me, or is this not working for me, kind of a situation. And so I was really down on this week. But yes, I did get a lot of things done and checked off, but it was just like, I wish that I could do a lot more, but I couldn't, I just physically could not do that. So in March, new beginning, new month, new, thought process and new emotions. I'm very excited to face the new month. And so I did things a little bit different here. I had, my to-dos and projects here, and only I put the highlights on the left side, as well as my outside things to do, errands, and my schedules on this here, on the weekly section. And I liked it for a minute, so I did continue to do that on the following week. But then I was like, no, I am used to seeing it this way, where it just has all the list of things that I want to get done here. So I started changing that up again. So although I like the cleanliness of this and how minimal it was on the left side, it was not functional for me and the way I, read things. So then on this side, projects, some of the key big items here for work. And of course, they're not like clerical stuff, but it was more like a project stuff that are all carried and specific detailed in my Notion. And then things that I want to have my mind on for the next week or, next several weeks coming forward. And then decluttering, I just picked 4. I really wanted to pick more, but I knew the reality of things right now. And so I picked 4 places here to clean. I just picked a couple of spots each day. I just worked on those very like zoned, small spots throughout the house to just check it off and keep going. Because for me, it's better to do, like, for example, a room, floors, than not doing anything at all because I'm overwhelmed. So that's what I did here on this week. And then some habits that I wanted to put into here. And this looks like a tracker, and I suppose it is, but I really am not good with trackers. But so what I did was I kind of used this as my, did you do this? Did you do this? Did you do this? Kind of list again, just kind of my reminder for my habits and goals, because this carries my habits as well as my goals for the year. And so the following week, like I said, I went back to, getting that messy list going here on each day, because that's how I work the best. I feel like checking off those things, it just really helps me to keep it together and motivated to go to the next day feeling proud of myself, that even in the midst of all this like lack of time, I'm getting things done. I love that feeling. Here I was working on some yoga challenge, so I was doing great. I don't know why I didn't check off. Some of these I didn't do, but majority of them I did. Cleaning was kind of tough on this week. So second week, I was just like really tiring, but a lot more projects and personal things that were waiting from February that were getting done in this week. And then now we're on this week. So again, I did kind of a messy look of things that I want to get done. And I'll probably perhaps highlight that one thing that I want to make sure and get done. And like I said, it's carried here on this left. So these 1, 2, 3, 4 are high level ticket items that I want to get done on this week, and they're in here. So what I'm doing is every time I pick up something here, I'm actually putting a diagonal saying that I will be working on it that day. And once it's done, then I'll exit out. So for me, Xing it out here is not really important, but it's more so important here because I get to see, okay, I got that done. Because everything I covered here are in here already. So I kind of put it throughout the week and how I want to see my week pan out. And then meals, I'm starting to plan out some easy meals, because what is going on this week is that my kids are going to be on vacation. They're on spring break. And so it's literally a week and a day. And so I'm really using this time, since I'm not driving 5.5 hours, to get a lot of that work project stuff, those big items done. And they are here in that section that I have as my big ticket items here. So I am really kind of like set on getting those big things done, and maybe some of the smaller things just carry it on this day as my personal day. So I'll be working straight for 4 days. And then that last day, I'm going to really focus on my personal stuff that I have to get done around the house, as well as, some of those mom stuff that we always have to do here. And then I'll be getting my nails done at home. I always do my nails at home. And then every 2 weeks, like clockwork, because I just don't like messy nails for some reason. It just gives me a really bad vibe. So that, and then cleaning, decluttering, focus on the weekend. We're starting to golf again. I feel like it's safe to go out there on the range, and as well as the course, on the fields. And so we'll be doing that. And Taekwondo is starting up again 3 days a week. And so I'll be really focused on those sports, just kind of phasing them into our lives again. And then here are the habits that I want to keep in my day, and just like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So about 9 things that I want to do on a regular basis, and becomes a system in my life. And that carries my goals for the year. Steps, I am starting to, we just adopted a really cute puppy, and he's a Woodle. He's a soft-haired Wheaten Terrier and poodle mix, standard poodle mix. So he's kind of like a medium dog, and we have a small puppy already. He's 4 years old, and we will be walking with him every single day. So I do that around 5 o'clock in the morning, where I used to do my yoga. I'll be doing a mixture of yoga and walk, but I think I'll be walking more just because I want to walk this cute little dog that we named Paris. So that's what's going on here. Quickly, let's go through the back section here. So as I mentioned, I was kind of stuck on wanting to use this as my main planner and like not even going to any other planners throughout the week for both work and personal. So I was challenging myself to really use this. So let's take a look here. On Monday and Tuesday, I did excellent. I really used this as my daily log and kind of like, you know, all my to-do lists for both work and at home. And then again on Tuesday, I did well. And then Wednesday, I fell off because I went back to, because I was working on some of the bigger projects on Wednesday, and I realized I need more space. And for some reason, I don't know why, I don't feel like this is enough space for me. But I went back to my Hobonichi cousin on the daily section because you get a whole page, A5 page. And so I went there for Wednesday and then came back on Thursday because I was like, I don't want to deal with two planners right this minute. I want to try and deal with this, and I'm not really challenging myself enough. So I went back here on Thursday and did well. And then on Friday, a lot of things happened on Friday in around the house. And so I'm keeping this for today, Saturday's task. And so I'm just going to deliver this over to here because obviously Saturday and Sunday I like to relax and just clean and declutter majority of the time and nothing else. And so I'm filming right now, so I'll be checking this off. Let's do it now so we feel good because you know that, oops, keeps me motivated. So I did the film and declutter, clean. I will be working on that. Declutter I actually kind of did this morning. And in my next video, I'll be sharing with you what I'm doing with these little booklets. They're called the Hobonichi Weeks notebooks. I think they're like little supplements for these weeks in case someone like me feels that they need more than the mega. So I'm using this in kind of a different way that I would normally use my Notion for, but I have my very good reasons of why I'm using it this way. So I will share with you on the next video run about this whole booklet and how I'm using that to kind of prioritize things and make sure that all projects are covered and not left behind. So that's about it from me, and thank you for watching today, and I will be back with another video on Tuesday. We'll see you. Have a good weekend. Bye.